Okay, so now let's kind of morph this into the pimping, the shilling.
Well, they're
pilling and shrimping. Shipping and shrimping.
I feel really uncomfortable with that A, but you know.
All right, get closer so it's
B,
going to be more intimate. Okay, there we go. Okay,
so
tighter.
talk about Plutopia.
You know, my mom once said to gay men and lesbians, you know,
I
get
know.
together.
Hey, bitch, he's my best gay boyfriend.
Whoa.
Okay, no.
So let's talk about Plutopia. Let's talk about what you're doing for
Plutopia is a
Plutopia.
fundraiser for EFF Monday night, and the Heather Gold Show is going to headline. And I run the show the way I did this panel, which is I try to have
brilliantly
an open conversation. Thank you, with lots of people who are different. I could have done more difference, and someone pointed out, and they were right. But to have something that's open and very real and talking about maybe sometimes what would be hard, but of course makes it much more interesting conversation, because it means it's kind of alive and we're not just kind of sort
And what's the topic?
The topic is something from nothing. In these tough economic times, like you haven't heard that phrase enough in the last month. What it means, like the moment, both people who are coders or entrepreneurs or musicians or writers or artists, what it means to make something, or kids, you know, making something in your backyard. It feels like there's nothing, all of a sudden you've made something. That process, where the idea first comes from and when it's valued, when someone will pay money for it, or how you know it's valued. That kind of experience with people who come at it from different moments, because you know, Plutopia is talking about living systems, and I think what's most sustainable business is something you love to do, and the act of creating. And I don't know who said it, but someone told me this great quote today, that we're moving from an economy of consumption to one of creation.
God, I hope so.
I think, well, it's very sustainable.
I hope so.
That bears repeating, considering the background noise. Say that one again.
That we're moving, and this is not, I can't remember who I'm quoting, so it's not me, but I think it's great.
Okay.
People can
We're moving
Google
from
it.
an economy of consumption to an economy of creation, and it's certainly, first of all, creating stuff makes you happy. It's like free serotonin, cheaper than Prozac. Second of all, creating connects you to other people. Third of all, it keeps you not thinking about what could go wrong. Fourth of all, it can make like a living for you, whether it's money or in kind or whatever it is that it brings to you. So I think that is a pretty exciting thing. And when you're engaged in making a business, you don't have, like, this is not a bunch of people. Do you feel like you're in the middle of a deep recession at this conference?
Oh, sure, totally. Sure.
This conference feels like a recession?
No. I mean, wait, what?
Does this conference feel like a deep recession to you?
No. But I feel like we're part of something deeper here. That's what I thought you were asking.
No, what I'm saying is I think the act of creation is like, because so many people have economic anxiety.
Misunderstood.
And I'm trying to let them know that there's a really simple way to start counterizing now, which is making stuff. And it's so amazing. Like, I know I did my first solo show, and at one point when it was in its run, and I'd had like some VIP tickets, and people had paid, you know, $60. The show had been running for a long time, and I was like, I made this thing up. Yes, it took years, and I did a lot of work, but it still felt like this kind of crazy alchemy. Like, what is it like where I had this idea, and then I had a thing, and people paid for it. And it wasn't like I dug iron ore out of the ground and made it into a car. Like, it was a different kind of making.
So what can people who come to Plutopia expect from the Heather Gold Show?
Some really interesting people. We've got a guy named Derek Sivers who created CD Baby, which is the largest distributor, I think, of music for independent musicians and a multi-million-dollar business. And Andy Baio, who created Upcoming, which is one of the major event listing sites online. And a really smart woman, Janice Fraser, who's built a really cool... God, it's tough to concisely describe what she's doing, but it's called Emmett Labs, and it does sort of timeline geographic mapping for people, especially who do scrapbooking and kind of genealogy and kind of visual spatial stuff with information, and singer-songwriters. So just different people, but then the whole room. Like, if you're there, you'll be in the conversation, or Kate, you'll be whoever you want to come. Because the idea of these shows is
she's more comfortable being vocal than I am.
It's like a great big huge salon where you get to meet people you don't know yet, and really get to know them and connect.
Well, we look forward to it.
In addressing the raw reality of the economy, will we be able to eat and drink?
Of course, we'll be able to eat and drink.
That is one thing where you can get away with not feeling like there's a recession, because there's so much free food here.
Can we say like what the queer parties are that we're... Okay.
So I'm gonna do also...
You're gonna come to Gay by Gay Gay if you're here.
Yes, I am, and if they'll let me, I'll get up and do some stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds really fun.
And then you just told us about...
I'm saying Queer by Queer West. I decided to just let it maybe be easier, especially for single gay people, to know who each other are at South by. So 5 to 7.
Oh, and I have a form for you to fill out that allows you the use of the...
What are you talking about?
To use the name.
Okay.
To riff off of the names of Southwest.
5 to 7 at Rusty Spurs. People from all the conferences, if they want to go. It's, I think, Thursday? Wednesday? Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday.
Whatever day the 17th
Tuesday.
is.
Read the gay place. It's in the gay place.
We'll tell you all about it.
But anyway, the point of how I do all these shows is for people to be themselves. So like queer stuff or whatever your thing is, you know, snowmobiling, it kind of doesn't matter. You can like my whole thing I like to practice as a performer, as well with the jokes, is to thread whatever comes up. So it's kind of like a fun improv challenge for me. Whatever it is for you to be interested in whatever you're in and how we can, because when you find the nodes where everyone connects, they're really awesome, really fun. Like, oh, you're interested in completely different things, and yet there's this thing you all understand together. Then you know it's like a useful piece of information.
We can all work it then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Heather Gold, thank you so much.
HeatherGold.com
for being here and doing all that
Get
good
the
stuff.
handshake. Make sure you.
Yeah, here's give it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Can I shake your hand too?
Heather on Twitter, like Flickr.
And we'll put all that up on the post.
No second E.
We'll put all that in the post, and all I have to do is click it.
Fine.
You'll do it. All right.
I'll do it.
Thanks for your contribution to the conversation. It was great.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. And hopefully we'll do more of that at Plutopia.
Austin. I love Austin.
Good.
Yay.
Like you.
So nice.
Come back.
You know what? That's
more
important than anything else. Being a good person.